What's up, y'all? I'm gonna get straight to it today. Some construction going on in the background, so just bear with me. As of late, I've been saying to myself, but out loud, that in order to see the change, you have to be the change. I've seen it. Nothing changes if nothing changes, or change your habits, create better habits under the same umbrella. But in life, being in something is hard to see. But when you have an outside perspective of what it is that, may be going on, it's an easier view. I was speaking with someone recently about just reaching that peak moment of that overwhelming feeling. When you're there, it's hard to come back down. And not only that, when you're there, it starts to show and reflect in other places of your life, work, your relationships, your financial statuses, your physical, your mental. Sometimes you don't need it to show in those other places, but because you're at that point, it's hard not to wear it. It's hard not to show it. And as I'm speaking to this person, they're explaining to me, we relate. As people, we relate when we get to a certain point. Everybody's limits are different, but when we get to that point, it's hard to come back down. It's not easy. It's a task. It takes effort. It takes time. But they also told me how they treat that position. And they explained, I treat that feeling before I get to that feeling. That overwhelming feeling is brewing before we can really reach it. Treat it as if when you feel it, that you're at your peak. Treat it as if you're already there. Treating it as if you're already there looks different for everybody. An example is taking time off of work, going on vacation, spending time with your family, doing things that don't feel like a task, doing things that take your mind off of it, doing things that help create and make space to open new doors for you, to do new things, to do more things, to do less things, just to make room for sometimes opportunity, or sometimes just to make room for yourself, to just have more room for you. Because I think we live in a day and time where if you're doing a lot, you're doing enough. That's not always the case for everybody, because less is more for some. Most of us are young. Most of us are young, and we're still working hard. We're still reaching goals. We're still trying to figure out life. We get in this space of, I have to do this, that, and that in order to reach this, which truthfully could be true. It can be true. And I think we also live in a instant gratification space that allows us to feel like I need it now or never, instead of that slow grind, instead of that moving slow to move fast type of perspective. So treat that overwhelming feeling, or that built up feeling, or that worked up feeling as if you're already there. Take the time off of work. Spend time with your family. Go for a walk with your dog. Just do things that create space for you, for your physical, but more importantly, your mental, man. Because a lot of things that people go through is all in here. Because you could be mentally going through something and no one will ever know. Some of the scariest outcomes come from that. I just want to say, first talk to somebody. Find somebody to talk to. Where we are in life, you need that somebody to be able to go to. That safe space to be able to go to. When things are built up, when things are not where they want to be, when things are uncomfortable for you, having that space, having that somebody to talk to is important to sum this all up. Try not to get to the point where you have nothing left. Try to attack that before you get there. One, it's hard to come back, and it takes time to come back. It'll show in every aspect of your life. We feel that if we stay quiet or just keep doing that thing, that eventually it'll work itself out. And I believe it to a certain extent, but there are times that we need to be vocal. We need to talk about it. We need to work our way through it with someone. It can get overwhelming. It can get tiring. It can become too much. So just try to attack it before it attacks you. May peace, love, and joy be with you throughout your journey. And I'll check back in with y'all again soon. I love y'all. Peace.